traditions, celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Welcome to the American Airlines Arena, home of the Miami Heat, and a great venue for basketball. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. Dragic dishes the box. It is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very top Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Thompson with the bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Fox, the screen. The drive by Wade, and that one's good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Thompson. Miami shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
And here's Dragic after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Right side, no good. And here's Barnes for 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
So tough to hit a 3 like that with the break on.
Dragic against Curry. And it's Dragic off the drive, and it's sent back by Bogut. They definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture of mind. Stay aggressive.
Greg, you like groove?
Let's groove tonight, Kevin. As a matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Curry. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Warriors leading by 4. Barbosa for 3. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc. And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable. And for the most part, he was after those incidents.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And you know, the thing about Whiteside, guys, when he's right, he's an unbelievable game changer. Second in the league in block shots last season. Also posted the second-best field goal percentage. The guy can play if he keeps his head squarely on his neck.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Lou Aldang. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Johnson with a screen on Barbosa. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The feed to Winslow. The Heat need to get a shot off. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Spade sets a screen for Iguodala. Kicks it to Azili. Iguodala outside. A three. Another three for Golden State.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Winslow kicks to Johnson. Again, Johnson missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Spates from deep. Iguodala. And it's Miami with the rebound. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Johnson the screen. Dragic kicks to Johnson. Shot to end this cold run, and he gets it to go.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Out left to the wing. Here's Ezeli. The shot from the low post is good. Ezeli's got his first points of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Just blocked. Iguodala, the pass to Clark. Here's the screen. Here's Spates. Cannot hit.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, but love for his attitude and ability to be, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA
gentlemen,
as we resume action.
2 shots.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Draymond Green is out there with Rush. Then there's Festus Ezeli. Then there's Ian Clark. And it's Livingston in at the point guard position. The Heat making a switch here. Deng's checked in. That one misses. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back, late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goal, from 53 to 63% on free throws, a testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
And so Ezeli nails both of them.
Putting you in. And, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically, 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gift, watch out, watch out. Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Now here's Bosch. Wade outside. And the shot is good. Wade's got 5 now.
And a footnote to Ezeli. One of his college administrators raved about his intelligence. He cited Ezeli's broad perspective on world trade, globalization. And I tell you what, if Ezeli keeps improving, he'll soon be a serious benefactor of the economics of American sports.
Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does. And Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
Whiteside's checked in for Chris Bosh. And Golden State also making a change. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Warriors leading by 12.
And for Wade, when it comes to being clutch, a lot of it is experience. I mean, it's not just during the playoffs. He knows when to step up in the fourth quarter during the regular season. Very productive in the fourth quarter from a scoring standpoint.
Here is Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
The Heat have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors.
One shot.
Wade averaged 7 points in the fourth quarter of last season. That was 3rd most in the NBA. A big part of it is how he can create his own shot. When the game is on the line, you want him on the floor with the ball in hand.
Here's Wade following the score by Golden State. Whiteside a screen. Whiteside a screen on Curry. And it's Whiteside off the drive. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook, really, when you look at how they're playing. They are having their way down low.
Now here's Green. Bogut dishes to Green for the 3. And it's Dang with the rebound.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Here's Wade. He's got 5. Back to Richardson. He dishes it to Whiteside. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that ball.
A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals game where they looked to be out of it. But credit, you know, the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with last year sticking with this team.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was over. But with LeBron out of town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon. But you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather is fair, the fans are not.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. Dragic comes in for Richardson. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Green. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Brandon Rush. And it's Barbosa in for Sean Livingston. That's good. And that's now 10 points for Steph Curry.
And, you know, for the Heat, despite the struggles, they still sold out every game here last season. They were among the top teams in the league in total attendance.
And he recovers it. And he gets it to go. 8 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots. And really, they showed up in force, even as the Heat fell to the back of the pack. The Heat only 20 and 21 last year at American Airlines Arena. but the fans love them all the same. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Dragic. Johnson wide open. He fires. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Barbosa. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
No good on the free throw.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Whiteside. And Winslow subbed in for Josh McRoberts. So he comes up empty, missing both. As you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Now here is Barbosa. Justice Winslow missing his last shot.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Dragic gets the bucket.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Now here is Barbosa. There's the screen. Here's space. And no good trying to get that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Warriors ahead, up 4. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, what exactly did you do differently in that second quarter?
Well, we showed a little bit more toughness, certainly on the defensive end. And even though they had great shot blocking, we're still able to attack and have some tough misses, but that's our aggressive style.
Coach, thank you so much for the time. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Golden State did not hesitate to set the pace. Their biggest lead of the opening period during a very exciting run was all the way up to 13 points. By the end of quarter one, they were way out on top, leading by 13. Momentum shifted quite a bit during the second quarter, as did their scoring, but they still hold a 4-point lead at the break. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
It will really help their cause to get to the line more. It's a close game. Every point matters. The team that usually wins a game like this is the more aggressive team, pushing the ball, taking it hard to the paint. That's the team that's going to get rewarded.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Warriors leading by 4.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. And it's Dragic in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And Miami shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Barnes against Dang. Bosch kicks to Whiteside. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. 10 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
And here's Dragic following Draymond Green's 3. It's stolen by Bogut. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. They get the rebound. Here's Curry. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Wade passes to Dragic. And it's Bosch at the elbow. Lays it up and banks it in. Bosch has got his second basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And, of course, Chris Bosch has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. The boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
The Heat making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Here's Curry. 15 points in the game.
On the topic of Chris Bosch, I mean, guys, he was a 24-11 player his last season with Toronto. Went on to Miami to win rings where his stats dipped a bit with LeBron there. Then last season, the scoring average right back up to 21 a game.
Just 4 to shoot. On its way from Curry for 2. The good-looking shot from the wing. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Bosch, that's the pick for Dang. Back to Bosch. Bosch, a screen on Thompson. It's Dragic with the drive. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Talking about Chris Bosch, he was really ahead of his time when he first entered the league. I mean, very few power forwards back then had his combination of size, agility, and skill set. Now we're seeing a ton of 4s like that on draft night. And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
The number 1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
Change here. Rush is checked in. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, his 3rd in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
Warriors leading by 8. Rush dishes to Curry. Shot is no good, and it's Miami the other way.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Outside Dragic. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Bosch. Bosch with another miss.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Wasted no time on that one. Rush has got 5 now.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Golden State's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. On its way from Curry for 2. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter. The Heat trail by 13. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Dragic against Thompson, and it's Dragic off the drive. They grab their own miss, and it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 15-6 run, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
And a new group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Richardson. Then for the Warriors, Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now here's Dragic. Stoudemire, the screen. Outside Dragic, just 5 to shoot. The 15-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Livingston. Missed. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors ahead. They finish off the third quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Heat trail by 15 on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green is out there with Iguodala. And it's Livingston in at the point. Now here's Winslow expanding his range. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Winslow setting the pick for Johnson. Dishes it to Winslow. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. And Thompson kicks to Livingston. Takes a 3. Iguodala. No good. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Winslow, the pass to Dragic. It's rebounded by Golden State. Barnes kicks to Thompson. Stoudemire grabs the miss. The Heat trail by 18. The dish to Winslow. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Johnson the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Winslow kicks to Dragic. Kicks it out to Johnson. Second shot opportunity. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. Three-point play chance here. Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. Bang comes in for Winslow. Golden State also making some changes. Bogut comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was he still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Curry kicks to Green. Thompson inside the line.
Yeah, there were a lot of other going with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up. You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
Curry can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 11. Wade outside. Back to Dragic. Now the pass to Bosh. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year. And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Whiteside's checked in for Miami. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding two guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch the breath. You're right. Screen by Bogut. Curry against Dragic. And finished off by Bogut.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand. The most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
Wade can't hit.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And that is good.
Really just continuing to increase the lead this one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
You know, he operates so well close to the bucket. There's nothing he likes more than seeing an opening inside.
Bosch against Green. Screen by Bogut. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Stephen Curry. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Now here is Bogut after the miss by Luol Deng. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson again, Golden State.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
The shot by Wade, no good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Congratulations on this win tonight, Stephen, and tell us a little bit about the driving philosophy behind how this team strives to be the most cohesive unit possible.
To me, it's a commitment, and we know that that's going to put us in a good position to win every single night. Is if we bring the effort, multiple efforts at each possession, where you might get beat, but you got to get back in the play. God's going to help you, you help him. We care about each other, so we want to make sure that nobody's left out to dry, and I think that's a big factor. And we're just relentless on the defensive end.
Congratulations, Steph. Great job, guys. Over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry, who notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough. got next? Yo, I got next right here. Yo, let me get next. I got next game. Hey, right here, I got next. I got next game. I'm next. Yo, I got next. Yo, I got next right here. I'm next. I got next game. Yo, let's get next game.
When I enter the building. I drink some, keep it in my poncho, light up like Castro, blow up from get-go, grow when I say go, grow like an apple, play like Ronaldo, hot like on death row, waste it, light as a pillow, don't tell my table.
I'm next. I got next game. Yo, right here. Yo, let me get the next game. Let's go. I got next. Yo, let me get next. Right here, I got next. Hey, yo, let me get next. Yo, I got next. Right here. I got next game. I'm in. Right here, I got next. Yo, let me get next. Hey, yo, my man, I got next. I'm next. Yo, I got next game. I'm in. I got next game. Hey, yo, right here. Yo, I got next right here. I got next game. Hey, right here. I got next. Hey, yo, right here. Yo, I got next game. Hey, right here. I got next. Hey, yo, let me get next. Yo, my man, I got next.
I have to get picked, bro. I got picked. Told you, man. Who, me? Man, you been inviting me. What you talking about?